That helps. Can you hear me now? I want to make sure that my sound is good to go. Thank you so much for letting me know.
Yes, you're good.
Perfect. Thank you so much. I'll start with this. We are grateful for the opportunity to be with you all tonight, representing a global company and a global opportunity by the name of Travorium. Shout out to our Travorium family all over, can't say the country, all over the planet, because it's just that kind of good. I'm Mel Keys right here in San Antonio. It's my joy to be your host tonight. Shout out to my first coach, and that is Coach D, Coach Deborah. We love you, and we are remaining in prayer with you. Shout out to the Travorium family everywhere. We want to thank Coach Todd for getting it all set up for us tonight. And of course, to the Hart family. We love you, heart and soul. Tonight, we have a number of guests who are going to be with us on the feed. I'm even bringing a few more in as we speak, and we're going to have some testimonies on the backside. But before you do that or hear any of that, I want to make sure that I share some of the information as a part of the presentation tonight. I'm going to ask you to get something to write on and something to write with. The reason being, I'm sure that this is something you'll want to take notes, and you're going to definitely, I don't know who it is that invited you to be a part of this presentation tonight, but connect with them right away. Go ahead and get a head start. Say, listen, I don't know what's about to happen, but I feel it way down in my bones. It's going to be something good, and I want to make sure that I'm the first person in line. So go ahead and reach out to them in advance. Let me ask you to do a couple other things. Go in the comments for us, please, ma'am, please, sir. Let us know what city. Let us know what state. Let us know what nation that you presently live in. And we'll give you a few shout outs as we go through the presentation tonight. And I'll be looking on Facebook Live to see what some of those comments on. I'm going to try not to multitask at the moment, but I'll be recognizing you in just a few moments. Also want to ask you, if you are part of the Travorium family, if you haven't already done so, you should have already done. You're late. Share this broadcast, put it on your Facebook wall, share it in your groups, inbox somebody, text it, send a smoke signal, do something, do whatever you have to do, because we are changing lives, one life, one household at a time. I'm telling you what I know, not what I heard. So let's go ahead and get this party started. I'm going to go ahead and start sharing my screen. And as I pull that up, I need you all, please verify for me that you all can still hear me. And at this point, I'm going to need to make sure that I can go to my phone. I'll use that and try not to cause a feedback here, that you all can see the presentation slides that I'm sharing. And as I'm sharing those presentation slides, I want to make sure that you can still hear me. In fact, I hope, if I'm doing this properly, that not only do you see me, but I'm on the smaller side, and the screen, the PowerPoint, if you will, is on the larger side, is scaled appropriately. So somebody go in the comments real quick for me. Let me know that all is just fine, that you can see everything appropriately. And we're going to go ahead and get this thing into high gear. Perfect. Thank you so much, Miss Kayla. Thank you, Mamu. Thank you so much. Amen. All right, we're ready to go. Let's go ahead and make it happen. Welcome once again, my friends, to the Travorium Sunday night Fireside Chat. You don't see a fireplace, but let me tell you, I'm in San Antonio, Texas, and it's already hot. And we know this to be true. If you don't, write it down, put it in the comments, put it in your pipe and smoke it. A better life requires a better way. And if we don't do anything else tonight, I guarantee you we're going to show you how to obtain that better life. And we're not just going to talk pie in the sky. We're going to show you some nuts and bolts. We're going to show you systems, strategies, and you'll even hear eyewitness testimonies about how you can be a part of a better way. Now, there are some disclaimers I need to make. I'm not going to read through everything, but I want you to know this. This business is based on opportunity. It's also based on risk. Some now 9 years ago, Mr. David Hart and Mrs. Adela, they took a risk. They started a company from scratch, and 9 years later, they built it around the world globally. in about 63 nations, a debt-free company that has paid out tens of millions of dollars in commissions to everyday ordinary people. That was a risk. There was no guarantee. It was a step of faith. And just like they stepped into that space and took the risk, that's what we tell people to do. It's about business. So we don't make any promises. We don't make any income claims. We don't make any guarantees to anybody for any reason. But we'll tell you this, every risk you take with Travorium is definitely worth it. In fact, if you're a part of the company, if you're a part of Travorium, and you know what I said to be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God, would you put it in the comments? The risk is worth it. Hashtag the risk is worth it. But why is that, you might ask? Well, because we are a travel company. Now, we're more than just a travel company, but primarily that is who we are and who we began as. And we've added on some things that we're going to talk about in a moment. But we know that travel is something that people talk about 2 times a day, night and day. And it's the type of thing that they love to talk about and they love to do it. In fact, if you really did a poll or a survey, the vast majority, 99+% of the people you talk to, the people you know, if you ask them what they would do, if they had all the time in the world to do it and all the money to do it with, what is it that you would do? I promise you this, at the top of that list, guess what? It would be travel. So that's why we do what we do, because it is a huge opportunity. In fact, most people dream about travel, as you see depicted in the picture there. I love that picture. That looks like some people are having some fun. They dream about travel, again, 2 times a day, night and day. Now, the problem is most people who are dreaming about travel, they dream with their eyes closed. Now, in Travorium, we also dream about travel. Here's the difference. I'm not even going to ask you what you think it is. Let me just tell you, we dream with our eyes open. And if you want to join that group of individuals, you definitely want to stay locked in, because you're at the right place at the right time. Now, most people, I'm going to give you just some basic information, and you've probably not thought of it this way, but after really evaluating it, it is what it is. Somebody put that in the comments. It is what it is. How do the majority of people, just like you and just like me, prior to becoming a part of Travorium, how do we travel? How do we go to places that we have dreamt about? Well, number one, most of us would save up money. I mean, we would, load up the piggy bank and stuff it under the mattress and put it in a savings account, or, whatever we would do, we would stash it away, not for the rainy day, but we knew at least once a year or whatever, we wanted to go on a vacation. We wanted to take the family. We wanted to do something nice. You work hard for the money. Come on. You work 60, 70, 80 hours a week, some of you. You do things, it's not volunteer. I mean, it's you putting in the work. You grind, right? And you deserve a vacation, so you save for it. The problem with that situation, though, the problem with that scenario is you're paying higher prices. Here's what you've been paying. You've been paying all this time retail prices, even when you got what you thought was a sale. Now, that's bad news, but there's some good news mixed in there, because I'm going to give that to you in just a moment, but I need you to hold on. I want to say it again. The majority of people, this is how they travel. They save up their money, hard-earned money, and they pay higher prices, retail prices. I need someone to go to the comments, however, and say, never, hashtag never pay retail again. If that's of interest to you, if that's something that you would definitely be interested in, you want to immediately contact the person that invited you to this broadcast. And it's going to be well worth it, because we're going to show you something that's going to blow your mind. Here's the number 2 way that most people travel, besides just paying those retail ridiculous prices. We would run up credit cards. Now, I'm not telling you what I heard. I'm telling you what I did. We did this for years. My God. Credit card would max out, and then we'll spend half the year, if not the whole year, trying to get it back down after we done cruised out and went here and went there and flew there and did all of that. We did it, t-shirt, hat, everything, socks, we did it. And then we get back, we got to pay, what they say, pay the piper. If you've done that before, let us know in the comments. Hashtag I did that. Hashtag I did that. Those credit cards, stay away from those things, those interest rates. If you can't pay it off, in 30 days before it goes up with the interest, then don't do it. Come on, there's a better way. And a better life requires a better way. And we're going to show you in just a moment. That was the number 2 way we would do it. But number 3, we would pay enormous prices for timeshares. And I'm saying we, hopefully it's not you, but that's what we did. We thought we knew it all. We thought we had it figured out. We thought we had the master plan, but we didn't know what we didn't know. And we didn't know that we were paying ridiculous amounts of wealth that we could have used for ourselves, our family, our own family legacy, instead of paying for what we paid for and getting very little in return for it, by the way. We were paying about $379 a month and hardly got a chance to use it the way they sold us on. Well, guess what? We don't do that anymore. In fact, quick testimony on a personal level, we've gone to the places that we used to have a timeshare with, stayed there multiple times. Instead of paying a monthly mortgage, almost $400 a month, we've stayed there for the whole week for $59. Now you do the math on that. Go when you want, where you want, and pay $59 or get a mortgage for a place that you're barely gonna go. Do the math and make sure you got the good calculator. Some people pay enormous prices for timeshares, but then there's another way. You just fill in the blank on this one. Many people, maybe it's not you, other people, right? Their idea of a vacation is they're going to go and stay with, fill in the blank. Maybe it was a high school friend. Maybe it's a cousin. Maybe it's grandma, papa, big mama. I don't know who it is, but let me tell you, I don't think that's the ideal vacation. Every now and again, maybe, but it's time to do something different. And again, we know that a better life requires a better way. And we're going to show you how many times people are doing that. They're staying with friends and family, sleeping on couches, sleeping on the floor, all that, sleeping in the car, whatever. They're doing all those things because they know how expensive it is to stay somewhere nice. They're doing that to cut costs. Well, you don't have to do that anymore because we got a plan with your name on it. And then there's another way, and this is maybe the worst way. There are so many people who work hard every single day, week, month, and year, work their fingers to the bone. They put up with all kind of stuff at that office in corporate America or corporate wherever you are, UK, Canada, whatever, wherever your planet, you're working around the clock, building someone else's vision, building someone else's dream, but you still dream about that vacation, and all it has been is a dream, and you really don't travel much and take sufficient vacation. And that's where Travorium comes in. I want somebody to put that in the comments. And that's where Travorium comes in. It comes in like a flash of light. It comes in like a blast of fresh air, and it changes everything that we knew in the past about taking vacations. And again, a better life requires a better way. And what we're going to show you tonight is not only is it something ideal for vacationing, and it just makes sense because it's so ideal for vacationing, and because it makes so much sense, guess what else it makes? Somebody put this in the comments. It makes a lot of dollars too. See, when it makes sense, it can make a lot of dollars too. And it's making it because people, when they look at this plan, they know the value of what they have their hands on. And you're going to see it not just as a travel club, but you're going to see it as a business opportunity as well. Now, you can go either direction. You can go one, the other, or both. And I'm going to tell you, they work well together. Why do they work well together? Because multiple streams of income is no longer a luxury. It's a necessity. If you've not gotten that memo yet, someone is blocking your emails and someone is stopping your texts. You better unblock that thing, because you should have got that message a long time ago. You're trying to do something with income coming in one way, and you have expenses going out 20 different ways. You're paying bills on the left, bills on the right, bills this week, bills next week, bills from last month, bills from this. You got all these streams going out, but how many streams do you have coming in? It's no longer a luxury. It is a necessity. Warren Buffett says it this way: if you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die. True story. I was in Walmart just this past 2 days ago, going often, not as often as some of the others in my family. I won't call my wife's name because she's the Walmart queen and she would not like me to put her out on Facebook and blast her like that. But I go about once every now and again, but I'm careful not to go with her, right? Because she'll keep me in there all day. But here's the point. I saw some elderly persons there, and I knew they had to be every bit of their late 70s. Easy, every bit of their late 70s. And they look so tired. Could I just tell you, it's not just Walmart, it's all over the place. You have our seasoned, I call them seasoned citizens, who are well past their retirement years. They could have retired a long time ago. And the only reason I'm sure they didn't, because it was an income thing. And I think it's a tragedy across our country and all around the globe that many of our elders in their prime, in the glory of their lives, when they should be enjoying their grands and their great grands and taking it easy and kicking back and, you know, enjoying the fruit of their labor, they're having to get second jobs and third jobs to pay for medicine and to pay for the cost of gasoline, the cost of living. And I think it's a very tragic thing. And one of the reasons why is because we have been so fixated on a traditional system that was broken from day one. In fact, not only has it been broken, but it was never built for us in the first place. It was built for the vision of those who are the visionaries to whom we've put in a lot of time to work. That's the wisdom of Mr. Robert Kiyosaki. He put this thing into this language. He calls it a quadrant. There are 4 sections there. I would encourage you to get the cash flow quadrant in any of his writings. Watch him on YouTube. So many podcasts. You'll see him as a guest or a host. Loads of information. But in this particular quadrant on the left side, that's where we spend most of our time. We are on the left side. And maybe it's all right to start there. But here's what I want you to get. Put it in the comments. Hashtag, I don't have to end there. You don't have to end where you start. It's okay to get started as an employee. And maybe then you move to a self-employment from being an employee because you've learned to do what you were hired to do so well that now you can do it for yourself. You don't have to keep doing what you were doing for someone. They're paying you maybe 25 to 40% of what they're getting paid on your labor. You're getting paid $25 an hour on someone who's earning $100 an hour on what you're doing. So the S quadrant on the bottom left is a place where many people go to start their own business because they took the skills that they learned working for someone else, building that person's vision, and now they're going to build it on their own. As an employee, they made much less money. As a self-employed individual, they're probably going to make much more money, but they're still going to have much less time. Because 95% of the people on the planet, they're on that left side, and they don't have a whole lot of money for the most part, and they certainly don't have a whole lot of time. Now, sometimes you got to evaluate this. Some of these can be high skill sets. They can be lawyers, they can be doctors, they can be many people, whether it's wage or salary or anything of that sort. The problem is whenever their hands are not on the wheel, they are no longer earning income because they only get paid for what they do when they are in place. They're either the employee or they are the self-employed, and that's where 95% of the population is on the left side. Put this in the comments. Move to the right, because the right side is the right side. Why is that? Because even though there's 95% of the people on the left side, there's only 5% of the people in the whole population around the globe on the right side. And what do they do so different? Are they that much smarter? Do they have that much education? Are they that more No. The fact of the matter is some of the smartest people may be on the other side. Some of the hardest working people may be on the other side, on the left. But they're not using the proper leverage. They're not using the right tool. They're not using the right system, strategy, or structure to really create wealth. Wealth is built primarily through business ownership and through investments. And it's the persons who can understand that where that light comes on, if you don't have a business, particularly a home-based business at that, then you are losing out on the opportunity to create wealth, depending upon one country, like nobody's business. You need a home-based business. Not only that, if you don't have investment income that has the capacity to work harder than you do, where your money can create money, you are missing out on a major, major opportunity. And the thing that you're going to love about Travorium as we share this tonight and you hear these testimonies is that we are on the right side. We are a company that majors not on the left, but on the right side of this quadrant. We want to help you to become a business owner. We want to help you to become an investor. We want to equip you with the tools, the strategy, the structure, the training, the education, the personal development, all of that. We have a turnkey system to put you in an operation, not from the left where there's just too many people. There's 95% of the population. We want to put you in on that 5%. And we want to show you from day one, it's not going to be an overnight strategy into millions of dollars. It's going to be a process. But if you stay with us and you hear these testimonies and it's something that you see for yourself, I promise you this, you'll be so glad that you took the risk. Travorium, here's what we're going to show you. We are a company that shows you to make money, and we can make money really in 3 ways for you. We can help you to do. Here's way number 1. We're going to show you how to save. And we're going to show you to save and how to save because there are many things that you're already doing. There are many things that you're already spending money on. We're not even talking about new stuff. We're not going to give you something new to buy. We're going to deal with the stuff you're buying already. And we're going to show you how to use our platform that majors in taking that spending and cutting it down drastically. We want to give you drastic savings, and we're going to show you how to do it with our program, especially as it relates to travel, as it relates to entertainment, as it relates to anything to do with online shopping and dining out, all of those types of things. We're going to show you money you're already spending. We're going to show you how to keep it in your home. That's saving money. Number 2, we're going to show you how to make money. And the way we're going to show you how to make money is because, again, if it makes sense, it'll make dollars. And then thirdly, we're going to show you how you can grow your money. We have people within our reach who have taken investments of thousands and tens of thousands of dollars and have turned them into 7- and 8-figure incomes as a result of the knowledge that you're going to be able to get access to as a result of being here. Then not only that, we're going to show you that there are 3 ways to travel. Number 1, we only travel 3 ways inside of Travorium. I don't know how you've been traveling, but we're going to show you that there are 3 ways that's going to change everything you do. It's a paradigm shift. Number 1, we travel inside of Travorium with substantially discounted rates. That's the primary way that we travel anytime, day or night. We don't pay retail. We pay wholesale prices only. We travel with substantially discounted rates. Number 2, we travel for free. And I love that one even better than substantially discounted rates, because even when our rates are discounted as much as 40, 50, 60 or more % at times, nothing beats free. Well, I have to take that back, because the 3rd way we travel is we get paid to travel. Did you catch that? The 3rd way we travel, we get paid to travel. Now, all 3 of those ways are great, but the 3rd is the icing on the cake. And if you want to plug in, if you want to get connected, I'm going to tell you again, somebody invited you to watch this. Maybe you're watching live, maybe you're watching the replay. Connect with them quickly. You're about to take some trips. You're about to take some vacations. You're about to plan to get your passport and do things on a whole. Listen, we've been locked in for how long? And now things are opening up. I know you don't want to continue staying home. I know you got places to go, things to do, and people to see. Well, don't do it the way you've been doing it. Travel only at substantially discounted prices, or for free, or like we do, get paid to travel. We'll show you how to master that. Now, all of this was made possible because of the visionaries. Without a vision, the people perish. And there's a whole lot of people that were perishing as it relates to travel, especially. And here came Mr. David and Adela Hart. Changed the whole industry, changed the whole game. Again, as you can see, have been entrepreneurs all of his life. 30+ years, actually, of business experience and acumen, all kinds of major achievements as it relates to business. And here's what has happened. We built this thing with his leadership well past, now it says 52, but well past 60 nations around the globe, established since 2013. So we're in our 9th year. Even through the COVID and back to this present moment, we saw nothing but unprecedented growth. Is never, I mean, while companies were shutting down, companies were downsizing, companies were laying off, going out of business, our story is we grew. Somebody put that in the comments. The Travorium story is we grew. We grew through COVID. We grew through the past 15 months, the past 18 months, more than 400% annual growth in just 2019 alone, paying out millions of dollars upon millions. It only happens when you have a strong vision, and it only happens when you have a strong visionary. And that's a part of our corporate team. It's a part of our culture. It's a part of our makeup. Not a flashy company, not the helicopter jet, I mean, that's fine, but we don't put a lot of emphasis on that if that's what you want to do. But this is a company that wants to get you financially whole. This is a company that wants to put your family on track. This is a company that wants to give you an inheritance and allow you to cast a legacy for your family members. That's where we put our emphasis. That's where we put all of our effort. So let's look at this. We have travel, foreign exchange, and direct sales. That's just what we do. I told you we're a travel company, but we're built on the foundation of a direct sales corporation. That means the corporation was built to allow and empower and equip others to operate in business. See, he's the CEO. He and Mrs. Hart are the CEO of Travorium Incorporated. But every single one of us in this company, we are CEOs in our own right. And we want to put you in a position through this direct sales opportunity to become the CEO of you. We want to do that with a dual system called travel, which is an $8 trillion growing literally exponentially to the neighborhood of about $12 trillion every single year that's being spent in travel. We want to use that. We also want to use our newest system, just about a year, of foreign exchange. We are in the foreign exchange market, Forex for short, and we'll talk more about that in just a moment. When you take that dual engine of an opportunity, when you take those twin towers, can't knock those down. When you take that peanut butter and jelly, that travel and that foreign exchange, and you put those things together, man, I'm telling you, miracles are happening left and right. That's why this company has been growing in leaps and bounds, because of the vision and because of the stuff that we use. Let's talk about Forex. The Forex market, I'm going to talk about it quickly. Shout out to all of our Forex members. If you're a part of the Forex membership and you've been utilizing it and prospering as a result of it, go ahead and put I am a travel trader in the comments. Hashtag I am a travel trader. We also want to give you an opportunity led by our #1 money earner, Coach Todd Strand. Shout out to him. He has a particular group. It's called Digital Nomads. If you let us know, if you're watching this broadcast, you need it for yourself and your family. You need to become a part of this Facebook group so you can get exposed to it and you can see how huge this opportunity is, because this thing is 20 times larger than the U.S. stock exchange, the U.S. stock market. You're talking about $6.8 trillion is being traded. Listen, not every year, not every quarter, not every month, not every week. It's being traded every single day. Most of us, let's be clear, I'm sure, prior to Travorium, without this presentation, you probably didn't even know what Forex was. I mean, I didn't until I was 50 or 51 years old. Lord bless, I'll be 54 this year. Didn't know it until just a few years ago. It's the type of thing where it's been mostly absent from most lifestyles. Why? Well, there was a time, #1, where you needed $1 million net worth to even come to the table. And even though you had $1 million net worth, you still needed to come in with at least 100K for a deposit just to get started. Well, I tell you what, that would have kept me off out of the room. It would have kept me, from around the table and everything else, right? And most people would have been kept out, and people were kept out. Well, all of that's changed now. You can literally come to the table and get an education with as little as a cell phone. You don't even need a laptop. You don't even need a tablet. With as little as a cell phone with some internet and $100 in your account, you can get started. And we're going to show you how to do just that. But this is a huge opportunity. Exchange currencies all around, exchanges of currencies are taking place all around the globe, all day, every day, runs 24 hours a day, 5 days a week. The largest banks, institutions, and very wealthy individuals have been using this thing for hundreds of years. I don't want to go too long on this, but this thing goes all the way back to the Bible days and prior, guys. It's nothing new. It's just that we didn't know about it, okay? So this is the FX Trader program. We have a full trading room platform. We have an educational video library. We have daily briefs. Our company shoots out to your phone device what we call trade ideas. Once you're a part of the platform, you can literally take those trade ideas, and that's what they are, ideas. That means that it's something that the company feels so strongly about. It's a recommendation. You can do with it as you will. You can use it or not use it. But here's the point. There's been at least a 70% positive track record. If you look over a span of time and you're getting a 70% winning average on those types of trades, I'm telling you, that's an opportunity you cannot take for granted. And we have the opportunity to put you in position to engage with that. But not only that, with the Digital Nomads group, it's going to take it to a whole new level. So let us know if that's something that you're interested in. We want to put you in the right place at the right time with the right people. Well, not only that, let's talk about travel just a few more moments, and then I'm going to bring some of our team in, and they're going to give some testimonies. Travel, as I said, huge industry. The two of the largest companies, the fastest and the largest companies on the internet today are Expedia and Priceline Group. Those corporations, you're talking about multi-billion-dollar corporations that, listen, this is important. They don't have a cruise line. They don't own a fleet of cars. They don't own a chain of hotels. They don't even own one hotel, let alone they do more business and travel than any other company out there, any other OTA. How do they do that? They do that simply by using the internet. They have mastered the marketing on the internet. They have cornered the market. They have monopolized the market to the extent that those two corporations travel. Of all the 10 largest internet companies doing business online, 2 of them are travel companies, guys. That's a huge clue. Now, here's what you got to get. Those companies, they have several subsidiaries, companies that you are doing business with, that I have done business with multiple times over, and we thought that they were all separate entities. We thought that they were competitors. No, they're not competitors. They're part of the same group. There's only 2 groups, the Booking Holdings and the Expedia. When you do the business with Kayak or Rental or Agata or Priceline or any of those, that's Bookings. When you do business with Expedia or Hotwire or Orbitz or Travelocity or Trivago, that's Expedia there. It's just like going to get gasoline. All the gasoline is really, for the most part, coming from just a couple of places. And we kind of think that it's so much different when it's really the same stuff from the same stuff. Well, Travorium, here's what we do with your travel. We give you those substantially discounted prices. We show you how to travel for free. And then lastly, again, the third way, I hope you didn't forget, we show you how to get paid to travel. So there's no markup on the things that we have. I mean, when you go in our back office, you'll see that there's so many opportunities for activities that you're going to get at substantially discounted rates. Personally, everything from limo pickups that I've experienced to rides on the helicopter through the Grand Canyon, to concerts that we've been through, and to plays that we've gone through. Again, I'm not telling you what I heard. I'm telling you how we have saved money using the activities. You can save money on cruises if you take care of it up front. We're not talking about the payment plans. There's a whole different ballgame on that. But we're talking about if you're going to pay for it up front, we have a savings program on that. Tours, group travel, rental cars, resorts, shows, hotels, all of that. We are going to show you how to keep more of your hard-earned money in your own pocket. We're going to show you, instead of paying rates that you see offered on this screen here by Expedia, almost $1,800, how would you like to pay $1,100 rather than $1,800? Somebody put, if that's you, put every day, all day. Hashtag every day, all day. If you would rather pay $1,100 and something odd dollars than $1,800 to go to Cancun, Mexico for 7 days, all inclusive, come on, shout back at me, put it in the comments. Hashtag every day, all day. Paradise Point. It really doesn't matter where we're talking about. San Diego, California, beautiful place. Priceline says it's so beautiful that they're going to charge $13.07 to stay there for 4 days, 3 nights. Travorium says, yes, it is beautiful. But we beg to differ. You don't have to pay that much. See how that works? You can pay $665 over and different from the 13, as opposed to the 1307. That means you're keeping almost half the cost in your pocket. That's almost a 50% savings. One of my favorite parts are the resorts that we offer around the world. There are more than 2,000 resorts and hotels in our program that you can use at your disposal. This beats the pants off of putting your mortgage on a timeshare or anything else like it. We allow you to use the travel points from the travel dollars, or the dollars that you put it when you pay for your membership subscription. Not only, this is so powerful, not only does it pay for your membership subscription and as a business, but it allows you to take those same exact dollars and travel. It's like putting your own vacation on a layaway. And not only are you putting your own vacation on a layaway with the business plan, which is a travel plan that we use, but the corporation matches what you put in on each level, on each tier of our membership. So you're getting all these travel points, and you can go to all of these resorts, and you can stay for 8 days, 7 nights, and get this, depending upon the level of your membership, it can be as low as $0.00 a night, meaning that you just have to pay the taxes to maybe $150 or so plus tax for the whole week. Now, you tell me, would you rather pay, as we've done in the past, and I'm sure you have too, would you rather pay $1,500 or $2,500 to stay somewhere nice for a whole week? Or would you rather pay $0.00? You say, would you rather pay $150 plus tax at the worst case scenario? Come on, guys. It just makes sense. And once again, because it makes sense, it's making a lot of dollars. How about Cabo San Lucas, Mexico? 7 nights, 8 days, $499 is the retail price. And that's not a bad retail price, actually. But you can use the points that you will accumulate using our plan and get it better for that. How about paying $0.00? We can go on and on. See, we believe this: Disney is a desired destination, very desired, but many people don't desire to go because it's so expensive. Well, how about changing that whole expense? How about going to Disney the next time and staying for 8 days and 7 nights, and you're staying at beautiful places, 2 bedrooms, some of them 3 bedrooms. Sometimes you can even get a 4. And these prices can range from $1 a night to $18.43 a night, plus the tax. Guys, take the kids to Disney. It's not that expensive when you're a part of Travorium. I can go on and on, but listen, guys, whether you're doing something in the United States, whether you're doing something in Spain, here's the rule of thumb. You're going to go one of 3 ways if you're inside of Travorium, and you're going to go 1 way if you're out. The 3 ways that you can go inside of Travorium, can I say it again? 1, substantially discounted prices. 2, for free, or 3, it's going to pay you. That's how you're going to go when you're using Travorium. How are you going to go when you're not using Travorium? Here it is. You're going to pay way too much. Put this in the comments. Hashtag don't pay way too much, because everything we're showing you tonight, I don't want to entice you anymore. You should already be getting in touch with the person that invited you to this broadcast, because there's no losing with the stuff we're using. So let's go ahead. Here's what I want to do. I want to get my team in place. There's so much more that you can hear about this opportunity. I can go on and on talking about the comp plan, how, man, the plan we have. I've not seen anything like it anywhere at any time as it relates to building a small team of individuals, helping that team to grow, helping that team to learn the business, and the company is paying you major income every single month on a residual basis, just for a few handful of people. Like-minded individuals who think just like you think, who want just what you want, and they're doing this thing simply because you shared the vision with them, but they're doing it not for you, but they're doing it because of you, because you took the time to share it with them. If you want to know how you can way up, upgrade, get 10x your compensation, how you can get more bang for the buck, not just in the travel, but on the compensation side. One of the things you're going to have to do, whoever invited you to watch this, you're going to have to exercise due diligence, and you're going to have to get your questions answered by talking to that individual. And I'm sure that it's going to be a blessing for you. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to see if I can get some of the crew in place and in position. I hope I get the right people here. If I put you in here, go ahead and open up your microphone and your camera for me. Lucretia, I just put you in, and I think you should be able to open up your camera and your microphone. All right. I think you're on. Okay.
I'm here. I'm here.
Right. You put that camera on for me. I'm promoting everybody to a panelist. And let's see, Jeffrey, I got you there too. Morales, I want to promote you to a panelist.
You have to start the video, Mel. I can't get it.
It's on your side. I promoted you to a panelist. You have to do that on your side now, once you are a panelist. And
no, Mel, we can't do it.
You
Can't do it.
Oh, let's see what's going on.
You have to allow it.
Okay, give me just one moment. Promote to panelists. That's what I'm doing. As they're doing this, let's take some time for everybody. Go ahead and put your testimony. If you have something to share, go ahead and put your testimony in the comments if you're not a part of the broadcast tonight, and let others know what it is that you have experienced inside of Travorium. Okay, it looks like something is not right for these. I've already put all the cameras on into the mode. Let's try this one more again. If y'all will bear with me as we're trying to get these persons set up on their cameras. Say make co-host. Okay. Give me just one moment, guys. We're cooking, not with fish grease. We're cooking with something. We're trying to get it right. Give it a shot now as I'm trying to change a few of them. Okay, we got Miss Lisa. Kayla, give it a shot as well. Perfect. Tyrone, I see you there. I'm going to put it there. Give me just one moment. Guys, thank you for your patience. Tyrone, you should be able to bring your camera on, my friend. Okay. LaShonda, got you taken care of. You should be able to do the same thing. Lucretia, I'm about to take care of that right now. Give it a shot right now. If I've left anybody out, go ahead and put it in the comments for us. Tanya, there you go.
Hello, everyone.
Yes, yes, and yes. Tanya, give yours a shot. LaShonda, if you'll give yours a shot. Tyrone, if you'll do the same.
Hey, family.
What's going on, family?
Hey, everyone.
What a beautiful bouquet. Here's what I want to ask you all to do. First, I want to, we got your names on the screen, but let's see how represented we are in what cities, states, or even nations at this time. And we know that we're in 63 nations, and in some places, other than the UK, where we have our dear sister, Mahmoud, in some places they are asleep, because in her place, we understand, across that water, it's a different time zone, and usually they're asleep at this time. So let's see where we are. Lisa, we're just going to go from top to bottom. Tell us your city, your state, where you are, and what time it is.
Okay, my name is Lisa Simmons, and I do reside here in Kinston, North Carolina, but I am from Cortland, Virginia.
All right, North Carolina is in the house. Kayla?
9:45 p.m. here.
All right, all right. Kayla?
My name is Kayla Young, and I'm from Houston, Texas. Born and raised, native.
The house. All right, all right, all right. Miss LaShonda?
Hi, good evening. My name is LaShonda Brown Hollins, and I'm from Houston, Texas as well.
H-Town is in the house. Miss Lucretia?
Hi, everyone. It's calling New York City, 9:45 p.m. on live.
All right now. Good to have you. Mahmoud, tell us where you are, darling.
I'm in the UK in the beautiful city of Bath, and the time is 2:45 a.m.
Oh my God. Do you
Wow.
ever sleep?
Who needs sleep? I've got
Who
you
needs to
guys.
sleep when you're a part of Travorium, right?
Absolutely.
All right. Birthday girl. Give a shout out to Miss Taya. She just had her birthday on yesterday. Tell us where you
And I'm still celebrating too. I'm celebrating for the whole season, the Gemini season. So it's my birthday from May 21st to June 21st. I am Tanya Evans Barnes. I am originally from Cleveland, Ohio, but North Carolina is definitely in the building tonight.
Wow. Amazing. So here's what we're going to do, guys. We want to just be real. And one of the things I love about this Fireside chat is an opportunity for us to come together and see and we always encourage each other. And it's good that a number of us are going to be seeing each other real soon in Jamaica. Real excited about that. But we got some other places lined up. I know Tanya is going to be in Vegas and some Florida, and we're all hooking up and connecting somewhere. So I want you all to kind of just share your number one, and you might have to split it with your number one and your number two travel experience inside of Travorium and why. So that's what we want to do tonight. Give us your number one, maybe your number two travel experience inside of Travorium and why. Tell your story. We don't have to sell anybody on anything because people are either going to go or they're not going to go. Everybody's not going, but one of the reasons they're not going is because of stuff we've already said. So let's start at the top. Minister Lisa, tell us your Travorium story, your travel story.
Well, I think my number one would be the very first time in 2019 after I had just joined the business, and when I went to the conference in Vegas. So I think that would be my number one because I was surrounded by some phenomenal people, and I've been around these people the whole 2 years now. But initially, this was something that I was new to, network marketing. And I promise you, I leaned into everybody's mouth as they were speaking during that conference. And I learned so much. And that was I think that was where I started running. You know, once I learned this information, this was something that I really, really wanted in my life. And I had no idea of how to gain access to it. But then being around people who were already doing it, it fed that hunger within me. Even though it was feeding me, it was making me even more hungrier. You know, I wanted more. So I think that was would be the one trip that stood out more than anything. I've been on numerous trips with the Travorium family, but I think the second one would probably be a girlfriend's trip that I took with one of my free getaways.
Wow. And
it was my sister and my best friend. And to be able to share this business with family and friends, to me, to be able to give back, to be able to give back what others have given to me and have poured on into me. And so I think that would be my number two. And that's an ongoing thing.
I love it. I love it. Thank you so much for sharing. Yes, yes, yes. Mamu, tell us your number one and perhaps your number two Travorium travel story.
My number one has to be my very first dreamcation, because I went with a friend, and being the first time I'm going, I didn't know if it was real, if I'd been scammed. We got there and it was a beautiful 5-star hotel, spa hotel, absolutely gorgeous. My friend was standing by the door ready to make an escape, but we were welcomed with open arms, and I got discount on my spas, I got discount on my food, I got discount on my, it was not just staying there, it was everything on top. It was just amazing. I've also used the net portal, and the money I saved, I was able to use that to do a jazz dinner cruise on the River Thames. Wow. So you're saving money all sorts of ways, and I just love the company.
Wow, amazing. So you got that cherry on top. I love it. Absolutely. I love it. Miss Kayla, Miss H-Town, your number one Travorium travel story, and number one, number two.
Okay, well, for one, my very number one was my first dreamcation, because I was able to take my granddaughter to Disney.
Wow.
somewhere I have always dreamed of taking my girls, but couldn't afford it for the very reason why you said it was so expensive.
Right.
This Travorium platform allowed me to just go. I took my granddaughter, my oldest daughter, my ex-husband. We all went and had an amazing time. Had so much fun. And like Moody said, not only did we get discounts on our stay for 8 days, 7 nights, we got discounts because I got Disney certified on the theme park. We went to the Universal and we went to Disney, and then we went to eat. And I mean, it was just a lot. And I would say my second would be my very first world tour where I met everybody in Cancun.
All right now, that was a trip.
Party.
That was a trip.
Baby, that was so, and I already know I'm kind of hating on y'all that y'all gonna be in Jamaica.
Oh, we're gonna save a spot. We're gonna save a spot. We'll meet up somewhere else.
But
yeah,
that for me, that was eye-opening because to see, I mean, I had never met, oh my God, I can't even think of his name right now because there's so many people.
Jamal?
We don't even speak the same language. When I walked in the resort, him and his team were sitting down. I'm like, you know, little old me, he got up and greeted me. And I'm like, but you're so top in the company and you know who I am? Oh my God, that is amazing. You know, and I met so many people and I'm still connected to them.
Yes.
2 years later.
Yes.
You know, and we're still communicating. We're still WhatsApping the whole, I mean, it's
absolutely
a family atmosphere, the community.
That I love it.
Feel right here.
That's what it is.
It's a family. And anybody that's looking for a community that has the right mindset and how they say the right circle of people,
right.
You where you need, and then the leaders that don't mind locking arms with you.
Yes.
Travorium is it.
That's it. Can't lose with the stuff we use. You got it. Miss Casey, thank you so much for sharing your number 1 and 2 Travorium travel story and why.
Let's see. Hello, everyone. It's been a journey since I've joined Travorium. I mean, I've been to Memphis and I was like, wow. I walked in the hotel. I was like, this is really real. Yeah. I'm like, I got the lounge couch, the queen size mattress, the walk-in shower. I was like, oh, okay. I thought, like Mahmoud said, I thought it was a scam. I said, let me go see what's going on. I got there. I was like, oh, it's real. And then I went on from there and I traveled, just came back from Vegas.
Wow.
I was able to take my family, both my kids, my mom. We went to Vegas 5 days, 4 nights. And I was like, $53, why not?
Lord have mercy. $53.
We had fun, stayed at the Harris. Food was half price. Back office was beautiful. I love all the perks. And officially today, it's been a year since I've been with Travorium, but I don't think I'm going anywhere else either.
I know that's right.
It's well worth it. I mean, I'm ready to travel. I'm like, it's fire. One set, I'm ready to go.
All right.
It's been a blast.
I love it. One of the things, if you're watching this broadcast live or replay, you're noticing there's no script here. Everybody's story is different. We've not gone, they got programs where everybody goes to the same place every year. This is not that. This is some other stuff, right? This is a whole new level. And I love how they were honest. Both Mahmouda and Lucretia, they mentioned they thought it was a scam. Because a lot of times people say, how could this be true? How can we get all of this and all of that? Don't worry about that. It's true. Okay, just go and just go travel. If they're giving you these discounts, use them, right? So, Coach Tanya, I want you to tell us. All right, we got them. Coach Tanya, tell us your number 1 because you stay gone. It's gonna be hard. Give us your number 1 and your number 2 Travorium travel story, and tell us why.
Okay, I'm gonna give y'all an old one and a new one. So, my first one would have to be my free trip. Because as soon as I joined, I booked the same day I joined, I booked my free trip. And I me and my husband went to Daytona Beach, Florida for 4 days, 3 nights. And it only cost us $59.10. Then I was able to go into my back office and we went to the medieval times It was like this castle with a 4-course dinner meal. Well, I got them tickets in my back office too for less than $100 a piece. Now this just me and my husband, and of course we just had such a good time. But my next one, I just booked my dreamcation, because this will be my second dreamcation that I've been on since being in the company. So I'll be in Vegas this year. Last year was Myrtle Beach for a week, but this year will be Vegas for 8 days, 7 nights. $83.49.
Hold on, wait a minute.
Staying at the Tahiti Village Resort. It's just love in this business, and y'all are like my brothers and sisters. Like, I got rid of my old family, the ones that don't think like the way I think. So I had to get with some like-minded individuals like you guys. So I see all my brothers and sisters on the screen.
All right, that's it. I love it. Thank God we got Tyrone is in the house. Glad you made it, man. Give us your number 1, number 2 Travorium travel story and tell us why, sir.
How y'all doing?
Great.
Good. Well, my first story, I couldn't get the time. I said, okay, you got to be a product of the product. So we did a little flight to Kima. We're in Houston, Texas, and first stay to be in a hotel we was at. It was executive level, 14th floor and up. So in the backdrop, we have the marina right behind our room. So we just sitting there lavishly. Right off the room, there's an area where you can host about 20 to 25 people, man. And everything was just awesome. I was like, okay,
yes, sir.
That's what they're doing, huh?
No scam.
So tied up with the job, with our schedules connecting, our next event was Orlando, Florida. It was an incentive trip, and all we had to do was pay the taxes and fees. We had an awesome time, and it was out of this world. I just posted those pictures about a day ago on Facebook, and everybody like, oh gosh, where you guys were.
Yes.
Where you could see the paddle boats was right behind our room. So if you go down there to Orlando, you go to buy tickets for Disney, you'll see a picture with the lake there and the paddle boats and everything like that. That's the same room I was in. That view that you're gonna see, that's there. When you buy the tickets and everything, is where we were. Right. That's right.
That's it.
That's right. We got
much
that.
better than that. I'm so excited for all of this. This is amazing. Here's what I want to do. I want to switch one gear, and we're going to close it out tonight like this. So we talked about the travel.
Yes.
And maybe some of you, I don't know, maybe you connected with Travorium simply because of the travel. But like we said, because it makes sense. It makes dollars. So I want you to tell us on a business level. We looked at that cash flow quadrant. We broke it down. We understand residual income is so important today.
Right.
What motivates you about the Travorium business side of things the most? So we're going to close out with that. What motivates you and inspires you about the business side of Travorium? We talked about the travel, but what is it about the business model that you love and appreciate the most? And we're going to start with you. We're going to go in reverse order this time. Sir, take it off.
Okay. Well, the thing is, with the business side there, I could control my time. In corporate America, my first opportunity as a branch manager, I had to leave my family right after 9/11. So, I missed time with my child. You can't get that time back. Corporate America won't allow you to do that. I'm able to choose the people I surround myself with, like Kayla Young, one of my partners here in the Houston area. And I'll get the opportunity to meet folks like yourself, Pastor Mel and Deborah Taylor in a few weeks.
Yes, sir.
We're going to go to a whole nother level because the people don't believe these prices I'm putting out there. I just put a post, just finished about 5 minutes ago, putting a post there was $0 for 7 days.
Yes.
And somewhere in Mexico. They're like, yeah, like, hey, man, I'm a man of God. I ain't trying to make it all like that.
Yeah. That's it. That's what time it is. Taya, we want to ask you the same thing. What inspires you the most on the business side?
What inspires me the most on the business side is the fact that I get residual income. I have these residual bills. I have to pay out these bills every month. But when I was working a job, and I'm so glad you said something about the cash flow quadrant, because I am currently reading that book. This book is so amazing. I've been on the employment side, and on the employment side, if you don't go to work, your check gonna be short. I love it. I love the fact that in this business, I mean, I don't know if y'all noticed this behind me, but I lost my son 3 years ago, and there are days where I don't feel like doing anything. But when I go in my back office, my money there, my money is right all the time. So that's the difference. And I've never been able to really invest in myself. And with this business, with Travorium, that's exactly what I'm doing. The money that I use, although my business is free now because I have a small team, but building my own business, I was investing in myself. So it was a win-win for me. So that is the real thing that stood out to me. Everything that I was told came out to be true. I'm traveling for less. I'm getting paid to travel, and I get daily residual income. So it just makes sense. It just makes sense to me.
I love it. Thank you for sharing. Ms. Lucreza, what inspires you the most about the Travorium business model?
I agree with Tanya that, you know, that's the residual income that you get to enjoy life. You get to click on your computer right there in the bed, work when you want to, make that money. And like I said, it's there when it's needed. You get bills come in, and money comes in. Everything's always right. Never nothing wrong. So I'm grateful.
I know that's right. Love it, love it, love it. H-Town, come on through. Tell us, what's your story?
All right. Well, for me, it is the perfect vehicle for freedom. Business side is the perfect vehicle for freedom if you do it like a business, because I am seeing so much personal growth in myself. Like Tanya, sweetheart, you're gonna love that cash flow quadrant. I'm going through it for a second time because I'm trying to get myself financially literate, that financial literacy with business, because this is a vehicle I'm going to use it's a start. It's not the end. This business can be used as a vehicle to catapult you to other things, like investing.
I love it.
To grow your money.
Yes.
We're learning, we're getting a lot of education on the business side. That is what is really pulling at my heartstrings, because I'm like, Father, you didn't put all of this in me for it to sit right here.
Right.
For me to get it and then share others, because we have a thing going on now, no family left behind.
Right.
So how many people can I help to get the freedom by using this vehicle? Because there's a whole lot of vehicles out there you can use, but how many other vehicles in the business that we have give you 100% return on your investment that allows you to use it for your travel?
Yes.
Not only that, you're getting educated in how to grow your money with investing your money, Forex. So this business is, how you say, peanut butter and jelly.
Hey, I love it. Look, she started talking about that word freedom. I heard Dr. King in my heart. Let it ring. Lord have mercy. Mamu, our sister, what inspires you the most about this business model called Travorium?
For me, it's completely personal. The business side, I was never worried about. I was widowed 14 years ago, and since I joined this company, I've been happier. Last week, I had no internet, couldn't get on my phone because I got no mobile reception, and I was back to square one from before I joined the company. I was crying every day, and I just missed you guys. So for me, it's the family. It's the Travorium family that is the most important thing. I love you guys, and I love being able to connect with you, to talk to you, and that to me is everything.
Yes, that is so.
Forget the money.
Oh, wow. That's such a sentiment. And I want to pause there, and then we're going to go to Mr. Lisa. Saying that is so authentic and true to what this company is. This has been the #1 relationship company I've ever seen in more than 2 decades. In terms of, it's not just about the money. Now, the money needs to be utilized, but it's not motivated or based or even founded on the money. It's founded on helping people. It's founded on connecting with like-minded individuals that understand this. We can do more together than we can apart. And I simply love that. Love each and every one of you. Thank you for sharing that. Because sometimes we miss that in business. We always go straight to the money or whatever. Thank you for sharing that. Minister Lisa, what say you? What inspires you the most about the business model?
Well, everything that everyone else said actually just set me up to say what I really wanted to say, so I don't have to go through all of that. So, Kayla, you were on point, 100%. All you were 100%. Everything you said goes for me also. But what inspires me most, and I can give this testimony, is, as Kayla said, the personal growth. And I have grown so much in this business, and I can say for the first time in my life, I've always been I've always had my own businesses, working from my car, doing Avon and different other things like that. But I've always worked, and I've always worked in production or manufacturing. So for the first time in my life, and I have to say, because of this business, because of being under the guidance of my coaches and sitting in on the webinars and all of this thing and learning the language. For the first time in my life, I am part of corporate America. I've never worked with managers and supervisors and all of this, but I took a leap of faith, and I took the things that I have learned in this business and I applied it. And I walked boldly before people that I would never have been able to stand before. And because of what I learned, what was poured into me, and I was able to pour it out, it impressed them, I would say. And I was hired for a job, and I'm making more money than I've ever made in my life. And what that does for me is give me leverage. So now my job is actually become my investor. So what it does, it enables me to do what I love doing, which is this business called Travorium, you guys.
I love it. I love it. You guys have blessed us to no end. I want to make sure that after the broadcast is in, it definitely put your links and your contact. We want all of our Travorium family members, wherever you are, all 63 nations, put your links in and share this broadcast, these testimonies. It's not just for one or two collective persons, it's for everybody. Why? Because we are in this thing together. We're family, we're Travorium, and I couldn't possibly be more happier than I am being a part of this Travorium family. So ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, wherever you are, get with the person that invited you to this broadcast. You've heard the information. We started out with all of that, but what inspires me the most, perhaps you, is just hearing from everyday, ordinary people who are doing extraordinary things. And the truth of the matter is, we're just getting started. The only thing that's really missing when you think about it is you. And I want to encourage you to fix that. Let's get started and let's go to higher ground. Good night, everybody. Y'all have a blessed night.